Hey guys, my name is Gian and I'm back with another video. This is a follow-up on the where I buy cheap books video. I'll link it up above. And today I'm going to be talking about how you can save money on books. And I'm going to be sharing with you guys some of the tips and tricks that I have and that I use. And let me just put a disclaimer that I'm no expert. These are the things that work for me and it might not work for you, but I still hope you can get or you can learn something from this. So without further ado, let's proceed with the video. The first thing that you need to learn is how to budget. I know it's very basic, but a lot of people don't know how to do it properly. What works for me is the zero-based budgeting system. Basically, I plan out where my money goes until I have zero balance. So I have several categories such as savings, spending money, book budget, travel fund, miscellaneous, and so much more. This just helps me stay on track, not overspend, and lessens the chance of me dipping into my savings because I have already set aside money for certain things. Now, speaking of book budget, I have one every month. Like, for example, currently it's June and my book budget goal is 5,000. I receive my salary in 2 cut-offs, so usually I cut that in half. So I'll set aside 2,500 for the first cut-off and then another 2,500 in the second cut-off. You can definitely customize it. Like if you receive the bigger part of your salary in the first cut-off, you can do 3,000 and 2,000. It all depends on what works for you. And usually I buy books at the end of the month, so I have to keep it somewhere where I'm not tempted to get it because that happens several times. So dapat yung lugar na hindi mo chine-check palagi. Now, moving on, you have the money set aside and you're planning to buy books. Now you need to create a list of books you want to buy and you have to stick to that list. Huwag tayong matempt sa mga new releases because it happens to the best of us. It happens to me several times. And since then, gumawa na ako ng listahan ng mga books na bibilhin ko para I don't have to buy unnecessary books. And usually what I buy first are the books that completes my series. And dun sa mga new releases, you can always buy that the next time or you can always fit that on your next book budget. But if binili mo na yung new release na yun, chances are you're gonna go out and buy the book that completes your series and mapapadoble gastos ka lang, if that makes sense. Another tip that I could definitely use myself is do not buy books on a whim and do not buy books you know nothing about. At the very least, you should check Goodreads, check its rating, the summary, the comments of other readers because you don't wanna regret in the end na bumili ka ng libro and it turns out you didn't really like it. Especially yung mga hardcover na pag tinignan mo yung likod, it's full of blurbs or praises for the books. For the book. And it doesn't really say anything about the plot. Usually, nasa loob siya ng libro. Like, siguro, maybe this one. Yung ganyan lang yung likod. Usually kasi nandito siya sa loob. So, you should know more about that book. You should do research just to ensure that it's something that you're really going to read and you're really going to enjoy. And then another thing is, huwag kang mag-auto-buy for your favorite authors because this new book that she has might be different from the other books she has written before. Kasi nangyari na rin yan sa akin na gusto ko tong author na to, then binili ko yung book na bagong release niya and then it turns out it was not my style at all. So, syempre, iba-iba tayo ng taste. So, just a thing that, you know, na naisip ko. Now that you have your money set aside and you already have the book list, Now let's talk about where you're going to buy books and when. Usually, kapag hindi ka nagmamadali, you can always wait for sales because like I said on my previous video, they do happen quite frequently. For National Bookstore, they always have some sort of sale going on for fully booked every 2 to 3 months. Ganun din ata sa Power Books. And yeah, it's just a cheaper way to buy books. You can also use your discount cards. That could help a lot. And for sales, like bigger sales like MIBF and Big Bad Wolf, what I do is a few months before the event, I start saving up like small amounts. For example, 500 every cut-off. Para at least hindi siya mabigat sa bulsa. And pag pinagsama-sama mo siya, it's quite a big amount. So that's what I usually do. And what else? I buy books online. I just recently discovered this because of the quarantine. I was really itching to buy some books. And lahat ng bookstores are closed. Actually, all establishments were closed. And we are left with like online bookstores. And I found out that they are way cheaper. They mostly buy books from Book Outlet, which is a site where you can buy cheap books in the US. And even though dinadagdagan pa nila yon, like pinapatungan nila ng commission and shipping, it's still way cheaper than those sa bookstore. So I think moving forward, I'm planning to buy books online now, and I'm gonna buy from bookstores if I want like special editions or I just can't find that certain book that I want online. Lastly, you can buy from book sale because doon ako bumibili ng Archie comics ko because it's pretty expensive now in National. Parang 200 plus na siya, pero sa book sale you can get it for like 100 plus. I haven't actually bought a novel from book sale kasi hindi ko lang talaga siya mahanap yung mga gusto kong libro. Pero paunahan lang talaga kasi dun eh. Baka pwede mong i-befriend yung clerk doon to inform you kung kailan sila mag-release ng books. Pero yeah, you can buy from them also. What else? Another tip is if anyone asks you what to get you for special occasions like maybe birthday or Christmas, you can always say books and you can just refer to them to your Goodreads account. You can create another category of like maybe want to buy books. And at least there's still an element of surprise because I'm pretty sure aabot ng 300 books sa kahit sinong book lover, right? 300 books ang nasa want to buy category nila. So at least you get what you want instead of getting gifts na hindi mo naman sure kung magugustuhan mo, diba? So you already bought the books and let's say you've already read them and you enjoyed them but you don't see yourself rereading them again, or maybe it's just a book that you didn't like. Instead of them just sitting on your bookshelf, might as well sell them online. And I sell mine on Carousel. In fact, iwan ako yung link down below so you can see what books I have there. And I think it's a very smart move. You can just recycle that money and put it on your book budget so that you can buy more books. Kasi ako, sa bookshelf ko, gusto ko, pag tinitingnan ko siya, it's just the books that I love. Kahit gaano pa kaganda yung cover niya, kahit signed pa siya or painted edges, I would still sell them rather than them sitting on my shelf and me not ever reading them again. Someone else might enjoy them, diba? Also, since you're selling in Carousel, you can actually buy from Carousel as well. Just make sure, kasi usually ang binibenta sa Carousel are second hand. So, always ask for pictures. Kasi di mo naman alam kung yun ba talaga yung picture of the book that they have on hand. Sometimes, baka actually magulat ka na lang pagdating sa'yo. Sira-sira yung covers and all that. And that's what I do as a seller as well. I make sure na pinipicturean ko yung sides just to ensure na walang damage yung book. So, just a pro tip. This sums up my video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Again, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button and see you on the next video. Bye!